we're gonna try and do this in one take. If it f**k up, so be it. Today we are talking about how to change up your style. Hi. I don't know what this looks like, so we're gonna do a trial run. Number one, use a different method of shooting. What do I mean by that? I mean handheld, I mean a gimbal, and I mean a tripod. Those are the three simplest ways, the easiest ways that are most convenient for most people. I've been shooting specifically off some sticks lately. A lot of my older videos featured content shot off of a gimbal. Lots of handheld stuff as well. But every now and again, you gotta change it up and you gotta practice differently. And the practice style I want to go for, shooting off sticks. Okay, next up is to set and leave your focal length as if you were using a prime lens. So a lot of photographers shoot on a 24-70 or 70-200 because it's quite fast, it's quite convenient. You'll find your lenses are marked with focal range in millimeters. So go ahead and use that, set it at a specific one and see if you can set up your shot using that. Next up is compose differently. Okay, so what do I mean by compose differently? Once you learn how to use the rule of thirds, you can learn how to break the rule of thirds. Now, I'm not talking about making your stuff all Dutch angles. I'm talking about following rules in order to make your subject feel a certain way. Some other ideas for different types of composition are symmetry. Symmetry is a great way to draw the viewer's eye in and keep them attached to the frame for a good amount of time. Use dramatic lighting. I know it's difficult, especially when shooting outside. Typically, you sort of get what you get when you shoot outside, unless you're a big Hollywood production and can carry around some 4x4 frames or some 12x12s and, soften the light on your subject. Okay, that's great. That's not me right now. So I'm gonna work with what I got, and that is that. Number 4, edit to different music. By editing to different style music, you can change up how your video gets used. Typically, ahead of time, it is important to think about how your shots are going to work together. I do highly recommend that you pick out music ahead of time. It sucks looking for music, I get it. Tip number 5 is film a different subject or film a new subject in a familiar area. I made this little tiny edit in today's video because I thought it was fun. That's a different way to explore nature. All right, next up, number 6, change your aspect ratio to tell a different story or to convey a different feeling. Videographers, you guys love your cinema bars. You love your aspect ratios wide. I get it. I love it too. But, maybe paler bars are better than letterboxes in certain scenarios. Number 7 is color grade differently. So try out new LUTs if you use LUTs. Try to learn color grading from scratch if you don't use LUTs. Number 8, storyboard or do some pre-production. I often don't do this, but sometimes I end up with videos which I wish had turned out differently. If you're out making videos, just try to do a storyboard. Maybe do a mood board, start on Milanote. I use Milanote now. I love it. Helps keep me on track. Number 9 is study other DPs, videographers, photographers, directors, etc. You can learn from watching a lot of other people work with intention. Don't just watch Squid Games. I'm saying watch Squid Games and figure out Squid Games is outdated. Okay, I'm not saying just watch Stranger Things season 4. I'm saying watch it with a purpose. Try and learn something from it. Why did they do something? Why did they shoot it that way? I can guarantee you on a big budget movie, on a Netflix series like that, they're not just randomly spraying and praying like you might be. They are shooting something with intention to convey a story. Number 10, this is our last tip. Get out and practice these things on a regular basis. When you're practicing in the field, watch back your work later and really come up with an answer on what you can improve. What shots felt weak, what shots were missed focus, where was the composition lacking. There are some really good questions that you can ask yourself to improve. I know on a recent video that I shot, one thing that I've been focusing on trying to do, which I failed to do, is to expose my image properly, and you can absolutely see that I whiffed it and the sky on one of my wide shots is blown out. That immediately gives a bad impression. Always work on improving with intention. Go out and shoot to practice, but shoot with a purpose. Always work on getting better, and I guarantee your work will continue to evolve. It will continue to get better in new aspects. You'll learn new skills and be able to take on new challenges. So these are my tips. So take your time, be patient, have fun. I think that's like a huge one. Just like have fun. So, all right, I guess I'll post like something on my Instagram story here.